This is James Coker's submission for NetSec's final project. I'm going to do a little screencast on how to set up basic username and password authentication on an Apache web server. This is a really basic way to really instill just a little bit of security on something. It's not real robust. It doesn't have a lot of features, but it's a pretty decent way and a very quick and efficient way of protecting something that's not, life-threatening information if it got out. So anyway, it's pretty useful for the end user, and I think it's something that a lot of people should know. So here it goes. First of all, you're going to want to do this with two files. It's htpasswd and htaccess. This program, htpasswd, comes on the Apache server. I'll show you how to generate an htpasswd file. It's super simple, and as long as you've set up an Apache server, you should be able to run that program and generate the files. And then you can just write the htaccess file in your favorite text editor, and I'll go through that process. But first of all, just to show you that it works, or that it doesn't work at the moment, we can open a browser window. I'm going to go to incognito mode just so it won't remember my password when I type it in later. And let's go to my screen space on the Auburn website. Now, if we go there, all I've got is a blank HTML website that says test. So that's it. That's what we're trying to see. It's unsecured right now. Let's get this secured so that we have to have some sort of login information. I've already generated the files, but I'll walk you through how to do it. The first one, which you can generate with your favorite text editor, you want to have 4 lines. This is all you want. The first thing is auth type. You want to leave this on basic. The only other mode is called digest, and it's really not in any way related to this, so keep that at basic. The auth name is just the server message. I'm a fan of MC Hammer, so I use the can't touch this. It can be anything that you want. It's totally inconsequential to this working properly. The auth user file is the location of your htpasswd file. This is my public HTML directory for that page that we just viewed, and this is the htpasswd file that will be put in that folder in just a minute. This last line, require a valid user, it just means that whatever information is entered has to match whatever's in this file right here. So you can make this in 2 seconds on your favorite text editor, and that's that. The next file that you want generated is the htpasswd file. Now this is all it is. This is a list. Each line will contain a username and a password separated by a colon. The password is encrypted. So to do this, it's obvious that you can't just enter this in a notebook, or if you know the encryption you can, but to generate this encrypted password, you use the htpasswd program, like I said, in the Apache server. This is the one line that you do to do that. htpasswd create this file, htpasswd. I don't really know if you can name that. I assume you can name it anything. I just stuck with the default. And this is the username. When you enter this line into the web server terminal or console, you're going to be prompted to enter in the password, and it will encrypt that password and generate this file automatically for whatever password you enter here. This is the encrypted string for password. So that's going to be our login as administrator, or admin, excuse me, and password. So that's that. These 2 files are ready to be uploaded to the web server. So if we have a look at my WinSCP program and just shoot these files, shoot these files over to the public HTML directory, then we'll be good to go. One check that you might want to make sure you got the directory correct, because nobody will get into this if the directories aren't exactly right. So this is what we're looking for. This is where this file should be. We check. Sure enough, that's exactly where it is, and the name is correct. So we should be good to go. The only other thing that's worth mentioning is that this is generally not a good idea to have the htpasswd file in the same directory that you're trying to protect, or even any web accessible directory, which this is. So this really should be placed in somewhere that's not accessible directly. But most Apache servers are set up so that this file is protected anyway, so you can't remotely access it. For the sake of the example, let's just leave it here. So we head over to our web browser and refresh this page. Boom, we have exactly what we want to see. Can't touch this is there. That's just that message, like I said, and this is what we want to see. So if we type in admin and admin, which is not the correct username and password combo, we should get that, and it keeps popping up. But eventually we remembered that we made our password and login, and here we go. We have this. Now, this was displayed up here, but I promise if we were to reopen this window without that there, we cannot see the test up here, which is the content of the website, until we log in. And once we do, we should see it. So that's a basic tutorial on how to implement the htpasswd security measure, or whatever you want to call it, into a basic website. And that's really all there is to it. And I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial, and thank you for teaching the class, and hopefully I'll see you around campus sometime. Thanks so much for your work, and we'll see you soon.